But to pass the challenges, I use the 1 minute because
The 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to pass or fail quick. Like
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Like this is not sustainable. That's the thing. I
Yeah.
have unfair advantages.
Yeah. All right, guys, welcome back to the TFT podcast. We're joined by Raphael Kimmel, prominent YouTuber in the space. You guys have seen him on the channel before. We're going to dive in, though, a bit more into the trading strategy for this video. So you said you got funded $600K in the past year. How are you going about passing these challenges?
So I was funded already before this year. I came into this year with 200K funding only, and I was able to scale up it already to $1 million this year. And the reason I wanted to talk about the strategy is because there's some things behind it, which is I'm 12% up for the year in terms of my personal trading account, which is not a lot, but it's good. It's good. It's not a lot, which means that on the funded accounts that I already had, that's the return that I had in terms of R, because I'm not risking 1% on those accounts. And the challenges, I just approach them in a different way, because when you are already funded and you are getting the payouts, like the best thing you can do is the way that I do it is reinvest those profits into the challenges, or just do more challenges where I have more of a fuck you approach, where I'm maybe changing my strategy a little bit, especially when you have the time limit, because when you have the time restraint, then and you're averaging
the
like
time restraint affects you.
Yeah. Because if I'm averaging 3% per month or even 5% per month, but I have to do 8, that means that what I'm currently doing wouldn't pass the challenge. And so I just change it up a bit. Now, I don't recommend this to everyone. I would recommend, like, if someone is going for the funded trader and has this same returns as me, then to go more so for the standard account when you get the unlimited trading days on the standard account, because then you can do the challenge that you're doing. So right now I'm only with one no time limit prop firm, and there I'm only risking 1%. Like, there's no need to be risking more. But on the Royal account I was risking 2%, like on the challenges, and that's what got me to pass those challenges
quick.
Yeah.
So in terms of you say you have $1 million in funding right now, how many challenges did it take to get to $1 million in funding?
You know, like, I'm still trying to think if this was out of the norm, because with the funded trader, I did a total of, so I passed 3 200K challenges, and I failed 2, if I'm not mistaken. So I did 5 this year, and I passed 3 while failing 2. And the 2 that I failed was actually because I got, in one day, news actually messed me up. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going back into the market and I'm going to try to pass this other challenge, because my ego was like really tied into it. So I failed those 2 challenges, and the rest, I failed my Forex Funds challenge. So this year I've done 6 with a 50% strike rate. And
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So for some of your followers that are curious, like, what is the trading strategy that you're actually using?
Yeah, so I'm trading ICT, but the difference with trading ICT the way that I'm trading, or trading whatever strategy it is that I came into ICT and I was basically instantly profitable because I already had 4 years of trading experience before. And so
when you start trading, when you were like 17?
Yeah, I started trading when I was 18,
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm currently like 4 years in. And yeah, I think that once I saw ICT, I was already doing smart money concepts before. And so I applied ICT to the smart money concepts that I was doing, got the consistency, because like, if you're trading the higher time frames, you can't really fuck up that much. Like, there's only so many trades. If you are doing one pair and above the 5 to 15 minute time frame, like, there's only that many pairs, that many trades. But to pass the challenges, I use the 1 minute, Because
the 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm more so like I want to pass or fail quick. Like
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Like this is not sustainable. That's the thing. I
Yeah.
have unfair advantages.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like people need to understand that when you compare yourself to someone that you're watching on the screen,
Yeah.
you don't know the full picture.
In terms of what that challenge means to you financially.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And so when we see Paladin saying that he risks 4% on the challenge, or me saying that I go on to the 1 minute and I use like a 3-pip stop, like I did that for a video.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
everyone was saying, "Oh, you're gambling," and I was like, "No, I'm doing this on the 1 minute also consistently. So, to what extent am I really gambling?" But yeah, like again, people may see this and be like, "Oh, I want to go to the 1 minute and pass a challenge there." But it's like, dude, I've been once again doing this for 4 years. I've had experience with the 5 second. I've had experience with the 1
5
minute.
second.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
it was-
I don't even have a comment on that.
It was.
This guy's like
It was-
fucking conditioning himself on the 5 second.
It was crazy, and
Oh my God.
I didn't like the 5 seconds, so I went to the 1 minute. I didn't like the 1 minute, I went to the 5.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing that I would be more profitable if I stick to the 15. And so it's like, the more I trade, the more I see what fits my personality and what I get consistent from. So I can do the 1 minute, I can do the 5, I can do the 15. That's fine. But this comes after 4 years of actually trading.
Yeah.
So it's not so. If you are watching like the series of interviews that Angelo is doing, and you're like, oh my God, this person is doing smart money on the 5 second, I want to do that because he passed the challenge. It's like, that's not really the whole picture. Like, for how many years has that person been trading? Like, because a lot of trading is discretion, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's the experience of what you've seen before.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you can't really compare. It's hard now on social media because like you're doing the interviews and you're like,
It's the devil
man,
of all joy. The thief of all
Yeah,
joy is
yeah.
comparison, bro.
Yeah.
So you should definitely stay away from that. If you guys are watching this, stay away from the comparison. But use it as motivation, inspiration. In terms of being at the summit, like you've met a lot of people that you've only seen online, including myself. What are your thoughts about the summit in general?
Dude, I'm very happy to have come to the summit. I didn't know what to expect. Like my expectations were neutral, and so I'm happy with how it's turning out. Like I'm meeting a lot of people that are saying that they watch me on YouTube, and I asked them, what do you like the most? I met like Paladin, Omar, Kyle, everyone basically that I was interacting with on Twitter or you on Instagram and so on. Like meeting everyone in person is really nice, and knowing people that I didn't even know me before, but they're really good too. Like there's two guys right there that they don't know who I am, and all of a sudden they're saying that they're killing it with prop firms, and I'm like, oh really? Like it's just interesting to see so many different perspectives of other people, and so yeah, I think the summit, that's what it's for.
For me, it's brought a lot of inspiration, meeting all the people, seeing what we're doing in the industry, and also just getting in. You can't replace getting in person with other people and building like camaraderie and all of that. It goes such a long way. And yeah, I'm feeling like super energized, honestly, after this. I think anyone out there that was skeptical about coming to the summit, this and that, like this is your industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're putting in the work every single day in this industry. You should come out and meet your people.
Yeah.
So thanks to Roy for putting it on and everything.
Yeah, but let me just put a question to you, which is, you have a booth here in the summit with the Funded Trader, a prop firm that pays out the traders.
Right.
How do you feel when people come up to you and say, dude, like you don't know how the Funded Trader has changed my life? Like, how does it feel to have people coming up and or even just the inspiration that people show that I want to get funded with the Funded Trader eventually.
Yeah.
They come up to you and they're like, look, like I'm working towards this.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Yeah, for me, one, there are people that have been coming up that have been getting paid out, and it feels it's insane, honestly.
Yeah.
It really is insane to understand like the impact that we're creating. Also the people that are just showing us the challenges, like it just puts me around all the people that I want to be around. Everyone's trying to make something happen out of fucking nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's working really hard. Everyone has belief in themselves. Everyone has this dream to get funded, to get a payout. And there's some that have obviously realized the dream, that are showing me the payouts and shit, and that I know of. So it's super humbling just to see what we've built. It's not just me, it's the entire team, that's working on the company. There's other people as well that are a part of it that are important to everything that we're doing. So it's amazing. Like I can't even I can't even put in the words, man. It's super exciting. It leaves me even more motivated because I know that this is like only the beginning. And I've been saying this like the past 2 years. Like everyone's like, yeah, you're not gonna get close to FTMO. You're not gonna get close to this and that. And I'm like, no. Like we know what we're capable of. We're committed as we can be. The trader that commits is dangerous. So is the business owner that commits, in terms of the success that they can have and the impact they can have. And that's how I feel, man. So it's a blessing to be here, to meet everyone, meet you too.
Yeah. And to me, it was the same that every time someone comes up to me, I ask, what are your favorite videos? And I've had everyone talking about different things. You had day in the lives of people liking me being like transparent with what I'm feeling throughout the day. Like when I take a losing trade and I'm like, fuck, I'm not really too happy that I took a losing trade, or some people saying the honest reviews, like that I break down the industry itself, or the fact that people are saying, I released a video like last month about a funded trader series where I'm revealing a funded account and the payouts I get there, and people are like, dude, like it was really cool to see that even you go through drawdown, because the account was 0.5% in the negative in that same video.
Yep.
And I was like, man, do I want to post this? This kind of shit. I don't really want to post negatives, And yeah, like seeing the turnout of people just saying that they really enjoy the fact that I'm being transparent. Yep. That was really good.
Yeah, that was one thing. We'll wrap it up with this. Solidifying with me is people have been coming up to me and they're like, dude, like I'm watching the podcast, like low key, and it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
And they're like, their feedback was you're having just such a chill conversation with the other person. Like it's not this staged weird thing. And so I've been getting a lot of like praise about the podcast, and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. I'm just trying to be myself.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even necessarily thinking about that. But this just comes back to people just want you to be yourself.
Yeah.
Just want you to be normal.
Yeah.
So listen, it's been a pleasure to speak with you again. This is another interview because we did one earlier. But listen, I'm glad that you came out. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do. Is there anything left you want to say to the audience?
Hey, if you are still watching, make sure to comment. Let's get the funded trader to unlimited trading days. Let's comment this, because like that we will know if you've watched until the end and you're asking for a change.
I like that. I like that. Make sure to follow Kimmel. We'll put everything in the description. And once again, thank you for being on the pod.
Yeah, thank you, man. It was a pleasure, man.
As always.